Yeah, I think it's just we happen to be, at times overshadowed by some pretty good franchises in the Red Sox and the Bruins and the Patriots and the Celtics, and when you look at the combined traditions of those franchises, it's daunting. But college basketball, to me, March Madness might be the most exciting sporting event in the country. And it's just a matter of getting people exposed to it and getting out and catching the game. Once they come to one, they'll come back. That's our job as coaches to really kind of raise the level of awareness within the city of Boston and Massachusetts, and today's been very, very helpful in that regard. Well, we have our opening two games are right here against BU, and then we travel out to Amherst to play UMass. So we start out right there, and quite typically we'll play 2 to 3 other teams in this room today. So exciting times. There's great competition, great rivalries, and if you've ever been to any one of those games, they're hotly contested, by the players, by the coaches, and the fans. So they're exciting events, and I would recommend anybody, if they have opportunity, to go out and take in. I think the top of our conference, I think the two choices would be Drexel and George Mason, two terrific programs. So often at our level, it's the returning players that dictate who gets picked towards the top of the conference. And I think the difference makers are really in the unknown. There's going to be a rookie of the year somewhere. There's going to be a transfer eligible. There's going to be somebody that's going to be a difference maker in our conference race, and we're hoping he's on our roster. Our thought in scheduling it there is so people can find it in the calendar, so they can plan for it, they can anticipate it. They know that on opening night that BU and Northeastern are going to compete, and whether it's over at our place or right here, we wanted to kind of set that date aside, and I think that was important when we agreed on that with Pat Chambers and his staff. Luckily, Joe Jones and his staff has taken up that same kind of mentality, that if we put it in a spot where everybody can anticipate it, it'll help contribute to an already intense rivalry. I think for the better part of 100 years, it didn't matter who was on the roster or who was coaching the teams. This is one of the most hotly contested rivalries in the country. Two schools are been in the same conference, very, very familiar with each other. Our guys play with their guys in the summer, so there really aren't any secrets. But it's a terrific rivalry, and one that I think serves the Massachusetts fan base very well. I do. I have high hopes for all my guys, and I think we do have a couple of guys that could be breakout guys, but until you get into the heat of battle, it's almost premature to kind of ordain somebody who's yet to score a point in college basketball. But our entire group of freshmen and our transfer-eligible senior have been tremendous additions, not only in workouts, they'll add to our versatility and our depth and all that, but also in the locker room. They've totally bought into the team culture. They've added to raise the level of team work ethic, and they go about the game in a very passionate way, which is inspiring to the coaches and their teammates. I think the two areas that we focused on in the offseason were rebounding and defense, and I think those are staples. When you look at championship teams, those are teams that usually do a great job on the defensive end and do a good job on the backboards. Ironically, I think we were a very productive offensive team last year, but we didn't get the job done on the defensive end. We're looking to improve upon that this year.
Is there anyone you think could help you in that area?
Well, one is to get healthy. And last year, I thought one of the big reasons was we lost our defensive stopper on the perimeter, Alan Bigby, who had surgery last season. But he's back now, working his way into the lineup. And along with the addition of the new influx of talent, I think it'll make us a more versatile lineup, be able to do some different things in a defensive scheme, and really give us the depth that we'll need to endure, a very long season.